Hey, what's up, guys? Snacka here. We are currently streaming, thank you, Chris, for the 104 months. That is almost one whole year. I appreciate it. We are filming a Resident Evil 9. I've been calling it Resident Evil 9. Technically, it's called Resident Evil Requiem. Today, we're doing a 4-hour speedrun or less. Hopefully, we're doing it in around 3.5 hours. If you're watching this video, that means I was hopefully successful. We are also making sure to play on the casual difficulty, which is the easiest difficulty, which makes sense since it's a speed run. We are trying to also take no healing items. That's for a different achievement. And we are also doing no blood collector. So if we actually open up the achievements, you'll kind of see everything I'm going for here. I'm going for Speed Demon, 4 hours or less. We're going for Never Touch the Stuff, no herbs or medical injectors. And we're also going for Minimalist with no blood collector. So we can hopefully get all three of those combined at the same time. I'm going to quickly go to bonuses and special content. So I've used some of my challenge points to buy some upgrades that I can use during my playthrough. I have bought the Kotetsu, which is an infinitely usable knife for Grace. So that just means when I run out of ammo, I can just use a knife and not have to worry about it getting damaged. And then I was also able to afford the RPG for Leon, but I do not have infinite ammo or infinite RPG ammo or infinite hatchet durability. Those are all things that hopefully I'll be able to afford for the third run of the game, which would be the Insanity difficulty run. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. If you are going for the 1,000 in this game, you want your first run to be kind of your default run, just get used to the game, learn where stuff is, get all the collectibles. You want your second run to be this run, which is a speed run with no healing, no blood collector. And then you want your third run with infinite ammo, infinite RPG. You want that run to be your Insanity run. And that's actually probably the easiest run out of the three, assuming you spend your challenge points correctly. All these lovely people are currently watching live on twitch.tv/Mac91 Productions. I don't stream often, but when I do, it's okay. We're going to try our best today, just have a little bit of fun. We're going to, I have some notes to make it like a little bit easier for myself. I have some milestones about like where I should be after how long. And then if you do make any like super major mistakes in your speedrun, what is recommended is that because this game has like, I think 15 or so save slots, you just want to like write in a save slot every 30 minutes or so. And then that way, if you make any major mistakes, you can just go back to a save slot and it kind of like erases your mistake. So then the time at the end is just kind of all of your best segments. Like, I hope that makes sense. You don't have to do like a perfect 4-hour speedrun in one go. If you make a mistake, reload like a manual save and then just try again. So if I have to, I will reload manual saves. And if you're watching this as a VOD on YouTube, I will be editing out any major mistakes if I need to, just so that the video like makes sense. If it's like a 3.5-hour speedrun, the video is going to be 3.5 hours long. I'm not going to reset at like every small mistake, but anything major, like a full-on death, or like 10 minutes spent circling around looking for ammo and stuff without finding anything, I'm going to obviously reload checkpoints. I have a pretty good idea of like what to do and where to go when. There will probably be times where I can pause the game, and you can pause the game without it counting. It's not like an ongoing 4-hour timer. It's like 4 hours of in-game time. So let's just get started with the game as quickly as we can. Our first goal is to get to the care center with Grace in the lobby in about 20 minutes. So we're going to do main story, new game, casual difficulty, and we have Grace's infinite knife, and we have an RPG for Leon. At all times in this game, I'm going to be skipping cutscenes. I'm going to be honest, I don't know if cutscenes count against your timer or not, but I don't want to find out the hard way.
Should be around here.
I don't know if I should be treating this like a guide or not. I'm going to be commenting about like what I'm doing and where I'm going, but I'm also just going to be chilling with the chat, hanging out, probably talking about like random topics as well. My camera's doing something a little bit funky with the colors. Hopefully it evens itself out a little bit. Even got a little bit of mood lighting behind me in red for Resident Evil. And yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Not a long time. State of achievements discussion. Brother, not again. Oh. All right. The first thing we need to do is we need to go inside of the hotel. We need to find the key behind the picture, use the key to open the door, go upstairs. And then I think we interact with the painting to find the pouch, and then we just escape with like our mom in a memory. And then I think that intro is like 5 or 10 minutes. The only thing I'm not like crazy certain about, to be 100% honest, is there's a couple of like stealthy sneaking sections, which I'm not sure if I can skip by like being more aggressive, or if I just kind of have to like play super slowly or whatever. For example, like in the orphanage section, I know I need to go slowly because I have like no weapons or anything that I can really use to go faster. But like, for example, in the care center in the kitchen where the chef is, I think you can just like sprint through him. So we might try that once or twice. But if we're unsuccessful, I'll probably just ignore it. And then I'll probably just play more sneaky, which would take longer. But I don't think... If we were like trying to get sub 3 hours, then like it would be a lot harder. But I think sub 4 hours is honestly pretty easy, especially with the infinite knife, and especially with an RPG, which we'll use on like a couple bosses just to make this boss fights like super crazy quick. Also, thank you to everyone in the chat for stopping by. I appreciate you. Lightspeed, CC, Chris. I'm from Canada. A Idiot, Mazecorn. Welcome to everyone here. Hope you're having a good... What day of the week is it? Tuesday? I don't know why. Maybe you guys agree, maybe you disagree. Today does not feel like a Tuesday. It feels like a weekend day, to me at least. Alright, so I have the wire cutters. I am playing this on Xbox. I did play a little bit on the PlayStation 5 as well. But for right now, I am playing on the Xbox with the intention of eventually getting the 1000 gamer score completion in this game. I'm going to be honest, I forget what I'm supposed to do in this room. Go into the bathroom? What am I supposed to do in this room? This is kind of the thing I like don't remember at all. Maybe open up here. Am I even supposed to be in here? I guess we'll go downstairs to the painting, and maybe we have to restart the entire run, which would be crazy. Look at the photo on the bed. Thanks for the save, dude. It's these tiny, like, sections of, like, 2 or 3 minutes that I'm, like, not 100% sure about. It was the photo on the bed. Good catch. Not an optimal speedrun strat so far, guys. I'm about 30 seconds behind world record pace. $40 seconds behind world record pace.
Stay close.
I do remember, like, Raccoon City, and I remember the care center, like, exceptionally well. Let's, yeah, like the orphanage.
Keep moving.
Like the Leon sniping from the catwalk. Those are the things I kind of remember just a little bit less. Also, generally, I will be staggering enemies instead of, like, taking them out fully. That's just to save time, and I'm not going to be looting, like, a ton of ammo. So, because I'm going to be pretty low on ammo for, like, the majority of this run, at least with Grace, we're just going to be staggering enemies mostly. Let me know if the game's too loud or if my voice is too quiet, by the way. So I think now we just go downstairs, find the pouch behind the painting, and then we sprint upstairs and run through the door at the top of the stairs. Look at this photograph. You think that's what they were thinking about when they, I don't know if I need to open this for progression, but I think you might. I did skip a lot of the cutscenes on my first time through just to save time so that I could get the guide out a little bit faster. So to be honest, some things I don't even really know what... Sometimes I don't even really know what's going on 100% of the time. This is one of those, like, unskippable... YouTube, don't demonetize me, please. Leon in Raccoon City Center in 2 hours, which isn't bad. If you get to City Center with 2 hours on the game save, you can definitely make it through the rest of the game in time. It's not, like, ideal, but it's definitely doable. I think the important thing is to minimize the amount of mistakes you make early on, to give yourself as much of a buffer at the end as possible. Alright, since we're in our second playthrough, we do have access to Leon's supply box right out of the gate, which means we might have access to some extra weapons and stuff. It doesn't look like we do. I guess we can grab the police shotgun, which we'll do. I don't... Oh, and then the RPG will be here. RPG's 8,000. We'll buy it later.
Whoa. Hey, what the hell, lady?
Help me!
So we will stagger enemies like that when we can. And then we can also shoot them in the knee to drop them to their, like, drop them down. And then when you drop them down, you can essentially just run past them. It does kind of depend, like, how much stopping power your weapon has to do that, but we'll figure it out. We'll do a knee shot there. We'll do a headshot there. We'll do a knee shot there. We're going to just skip a dude, and we'll do a knee shot there. And then we will, I think, take this guy out. Oh, okay.
Let's make this quick.
For this part, I don't actually remember if we need to fight these dudes or not. I think we might be able to just run past them in this direction. Maybe not. See if we can get a Requiem shot through the crowd. I don't actually know if I needed to fight all those dudes. I think I might have just wasted a minute, but it's not a huge deal. It's a difference of like a minute. All right, we are in the care center with Grace, and we need to get to the lobby within the next like 10 minutes or so. So I think here we need to go here. We need to go into room 201. Do not have the key. So then we go to room 202. Yeah, this is the part. This little intro section is kind of what I remember the least. We need a lighter, which I'm kind of struggling to remember where the lighter is. Enter the horse hallway. Should get us a key to the room. And then we are going to need the fuse, which we get from room 201, I think. With the Cherub key, we can get into room 201. This will allow us to get our first save. I think I'm just going to take the save. It's not a huge deal here. We're just going to grab the save. First try. All right. Already did a reload here. We need the lighter, which was in that room. All right. Let's do that again. All right. From the save. This is definitely first try if you're watching this on YouTube. We need the lighter. We need to get a screwdriver. The screwdriver is found at the end of the hallway. And then we need to just get around the crazy lady. All right, through there, the crazy lady's going to attack us. And we just need to get her, like, into the hallway so I can dodge her a little bit. I'm okay with tanking a little damage here. I just need her to get out of the way. So we're going to probably tank damage, but it's not a huge deal. Because on this difficulty, your health regenerates, and she can't really attack you, like, twice in a row. Now we grab the cart, and then we can get the screwdriver. And then with the screwdriver, we can now get the fuse and leave. We just need to dodge her once or twice. So she's going to come through this door. And then I'm just going to try to get behind her. And then we just have to get around her somehow. Unless maybe she doesn't know if I don't sprint. But I think that's an impossibility. I'm just going to try to give her the double dodge. I think she's going to bust out of here no matter what I do. Maybe not. Maybe I just needed to sneak the whole time. Okay. So I guess she only comes after you if you sprint. Which is totally my bad. Just got to be a little more patient, a little more sneaky. Guess not. How did she know I'm in here? Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, this sucks because she's totally in the way of me leaving too. Okay, come into the room a little more. I think I'm supposed to hide in the closet. Pro gamer, by the way. Alright, that's okay. We just want her out of the way. There we go. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Although, I need a minute because I'm spooked. Alright, now that we're here, we can use the screwdriver. Take the fuse. I'm okay with now just running away. Planting the fuse. And fast forwarding. Which this brings us to a Leon part, which is about 3 to 5 minutes. And then that'll bring us to the lobby of the care center as Grace within like 20-25 minutes.
Experimental therapies.
Yes. It's all very cutting edge. The facility keeps a low profile due to the sensitive nature of the research.
Oh, I bet it does.
Because we're collecting supply points as Leon kind of right out of the gate, we... I used a medical injector by accident in that last clip instead of burying. Why can't I get in that room? There it goes. All right. I don't think we're going to need to loot too much as Leon. Just because I'm going to be able to buy a lot of ammo and stuff at the supply boxes.
That bastard did it again. How are things on your end?
I just hacked into the center's network.
Good. Good. Can you find me the floor plan?
I'll see what I can do.
Well, in the meantime, I'll try to track him down.
Keep me posted.
Will do.
All right, now I think we're in the lobby as Grace. In like 23 minutes or so. Not great time. We're already a little bit behind, but I think this is the part of the game I remember the best, to be honest. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the office. We're gonna grab a couple things in here. I think we have to grab a key card in here. West Wing key card. Then we can go up the steps and I can get my infinite knife. I don't need that. We're going to grab the I Spy charm and then we're going to store that. And then we are going to make a save here in our second slot. And then we're just going to be writing over this save for a while. We have our infinite knife and we have a gun with only one bullet for now. So I want to be done this part in about 30-40 minutes, which I think I can do if I remember stuff like decently. That's locked. That's fine. So here, I think you can tank damage and just, like, run by him. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I want to save my health just a little bit for now. And then hopefully you just pull this cart back. So that when he takes a break, he has to come all the way around. And then when he comes all the way around, you can just make your way through. We're going to be picking up some antique coins that are kind of just on the way. Thought there might be an antique coin in there, but I guess not. Alright, we're through the kitchen for now. We're going to go to the right first. This guy we can just hopefully use our infinite knife on. Through into this room. We can grab our regular pistol. So now we don't have to waste our ammo. Through the room and around the corner into here. We should be able to grab a couple of ammo. We don't need the knife. We will grab the ammo just to have 2 bullets for stunning if we need it. Take an antique coin. We'll take the map at the top of the stairs. All right, now that we have the map, I think we can go through this door, but not the other door. All right, wrong. We can go through this door, but not the other door. Then through this room, we can just ignore everyone and grab the coin. Go around the corner, past the gallery, into this room here. In this room, we can grab the trinket box, open up the trinket box to grab the red jewel, which allows us to get into the parlor. And then in this room, we can turn on the lights, and then we can interact with the machine here. And the code for the first machine is on my computer. And it is moon, sun, star, moon on casual difficulty. And then that gives us our first crystal. And then I think I'm just going to ignore everything else in this room. Don't think there's a way to link back to the center, but I'm going to check. There is a way to link back.
I hate this place.
We're going to place this into the door so it doesn't take up an inventory slot for now. We're going to go back into the extra room to pick up some antique coins that I skipped and make a save. Same slot is fine. Now with the red jewel, I can make my way into the parlor. I still have like no ammo, which is kind of unfortunate. In the parlor, I can grab this coin.
Normally given here.
This coin. I can take the bracelet for the other wing. I can just... This guy's supposed to attack you. There he goes. We can go here to grab the coin and more ammo. Let's get a reload going. And then I have enough I have 6 coins. I'm going to get the blue upgrade here. I'm actually going to get the hip pouch for 3 coins. And then I'll be back for some other stuff if we can afford it later. This way I just don't have to worry about inventory stuff, which would be really unfortunate. With this, we can now access the other wing. I don't make a save here just because I don't think I'm going to make too many mistakes during this next section. Inside of the east wing, we go forward, we go to the left, we go to the right. Through this room, we can pretty much ignore everything. We will grab this just so we can have it later. We're going to save it, ignoring the enemies around the corner. We're going to actually ignore that room there too. I did not want to use that on that enemy, but it's not a huge deal. We're trying to get upstairs to make another save in the next second here. A lot of enemies here, but we're just going to... we're going to have to come back through them in a bit, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. On this table, I think we can get antique coin, another antique coin, and then we can head upstairs. Go into the lead researcher's office. After grabbing the medical bracelet, which will spawn Miss Chunk, which is kind of a mini boss. We're not going to waste ammo on her quite yet. We'll go right into the lead researcher's office. And in here, we can... There's kind of nothing to grab in here other than the save point. We'll grab the save point. Now is not the time for that. Okay. I did not realize Chunk can get into this room, to be honest. Don't want to waste my ammo on Chunk right now. Alright, well, we're going to get a save going in this room because our pace is okay. I'd love to get behind Chunk so that I can get into... Not great, not great. I might actually die. It's not a big deal. I'll reload the checkpoint. We're going to use our Requiem to speed this up.
Jesus.
Alright, we just did Chunk just through damage there. Not a huge deal. Not maybe ideal that I don't have a Requiem shot, but I really don't need it. I'm more concerned about the no handgun ammo that I have. Also, in case you are wondering, at any point you can pause your game, go to challenges, and you can go to the old-fashioned never touch the stuff. So we have used 0 herbs, and we have used 0 blood collectors. So you can always double check on that before you make a save, in case you're a little worried. We're going to make another save here now that we've taken care of Chunk. Alright, from here we're going to go grab the corrosive now. I did do a restart of the checkpoint just because I didn't like how that room was going. I think I can just kind of sneak in, sneak out without wasting my knife and all my ammo and stuff in that room for no reason. So let's see if we can get that done. We'll grab the antique coin. We'll go around the corner. We're going to get hit on the scream. Not a huge deal. On the way through the room, we're going to just give this guy a little push. We're going to collect the ammo on the ground. We're going to maybe just hit her once, and then we're going to just go around the room. We're going to reload. We're going to grab the corrosive. And now that we have that, hopefully we can just get a quick stun. We cannot. Not good that she has the knife again, because I'm going to need that back. This room is tough just to get in and out. All right, we're going to reload the checkpoint again. We're going to try that again in a different way. All right, from here, let's go ahead and grab the corrosive material so I don't have to come back to this area. We can look in here, but there's actually nothing to really grab. There's scrap we can't use and a herb we don't want. We want to be around the corner. Maybe I'm going to try sneaking in a little bit. I just need to grab the corrosive and get out, but I also need to make sure that I don't lose my knife in the process by getting attacked. Maybe I just need a good parry. Yeah, you can't sneak this part at all, which is unfortunate. But I did... Let's see if we can get that. Just get a push, grab the corrosive, and then maybe we can just get out before this gets all dicey. Alright, that's not bad. We wasted like 4 ammo. We got the corrosive and we're out. Now we can get the next piece of quartz. And we can get a save slot going as well. 4 antique coins from Chunk, which I forgot to grab. We're going to go in the room. Ignore the cutscene. We respawn back here for some reason. Use the corrosive material. And then after the corrosive material, we have to input the code. The code for here is star, sun, moon, and sun. And then we're just going to grab the sun quartz, and we're going to go and make a manual save. And we're going to pause the game very quickly here. All right, so we have the level 1 key, so we're actually going to go now to the kitchen. No, we need to go down a floor. So I think now we can go to the custodian's office. Yeah, level 2 is on the organ body. Okay. So we need to go get the bulldozer. We're going to go through this room. I missed the antique coin. Not a huge deal. We have a good ammo as well, so it's not something I'm too worried about. So we need to go get the 2 organs. So one of the organs, now that I have the level 1 bracelet, I'm going to go this way, even though it's... Ooh, maybe not. We'll come back that way, maybe on the way back. Fuck, I missed it. I forgot to open this door. This is not good. Whoa, get deked, brother! Get deked! I'll come back to the gaming room later. Alright, now that we're in here, there's a couple of things we can do. I'm going to skip the custodian's office. Actually, we'll just go in here. I'll grab the save point here, and we'll grab the wrench. Grabbing the wrench wasn't the greatest idea. I can't apparently use that save, just because the wrench is going to take up a slot in our inventory, but it's not a huge deal. Here you do need some ammo, I think, to survive this section, so I actually don't know what happens if you come here with no ammo. I guess there's ammo in the back there. So here we pick up an organ, and then I can immediately look at the organ in our inventory and examine it. The solution to this is dial goes to hand. The selector goes to half. You activate 5 and 2, and then you change it to auto. And then that can open up the box, and then that gives you our first lung. And then I think you can go here, and then you can grab some handgun ammo. As you try to leave, the bulldozer should come out. There we go. And you just have to kill the bulldozer guy before he gets to you. And if you kill him before he gets to you, then he's going to stop and you're going to survive. And then we're just going to crawl under the wheel. There's a couple of boxes we can loot on the way out. So I'm going to check them just for a little bit of extra ammo. I don't really need ammo for anything at this point with the infinite knife and everything we kind of have going on, but I might as well check for later. Yeah, it's literally just herbs. Awful. Bad luck. So now that we have the wrench, we can also access the room with the turny knob. I'm going to save it again. If we check, if you are following this as a guide, maybe not the best idea, but if you check the challenges and then we check Speed Demon, we are at 32 minutes. Thanks to Liam, by the way, in the comments who reminded us to do that. All right, we have the sun quartz and we have some antique coins. Probably going to use those here in a sec, just so they're not in my inventory right now. They're just kind of taking up a slot I kind of need. Handgun ammo is always good. I think we can go up here and we can kind of link back, open up a door we might need later for ourselves. I actually don't know the point of this room. I don't know if we need anything in here. I guess it just links us back to the center. Oh wow, she got me through the wall with her scream. That's crazy. So down these stairs and then to the right is where I can use my wrench. Oh no. I'm gonna need my knife back, but now the chef is upset. This might be a save. Revisit here. Alright, through here we can now use our wrench. I think the singing lady might still be behind me, which is really unfortunate. But we're just going to tank the damage and go. Oh, I guess we're going to leave our wrench here, which means it's going to get out of our inventory, which means we should have actually room for what we need in here. Again, this is maybe not like an ideal playthrough, but it's actually not really that bad for us. This isn't actually a big issue. Now we can just kind of make a sprint. I just really hope the singing lady stopped following me at this point. As we come through here, we're actually going to take a peek into this room. I think it's going to give us a hip upgrade, a hip pouch upgrade. And some little bit of extra ammo. I don't know if we need that, but I'd rather have it if I remember it's there than have to try to figure it out later. The only thing is on the way out of here, I do want to... I'm going this way on purpose so that I can use my my antique coins in the parlor room. In the parlor room, I want the 2 middle upgrades. So here we're going to put in 4. And then here we're going to put in the other amount, which I guess is 4. And then we actually don't need any more antique coins because the last upgrade's for a blood collector upgrade and I don't need it. By the way, Muggy Bonehead, I appreciate the sub. Thank you so much. So we can use steroids, which increase our maximum health, but it actually doesn't count as using like a med injector, which is pretty cool. We'll double check, and then we can use the blue one, which is going to increase our shooting ability. And then if we go to challenges, you'll still see that I haven't used a med injector. So that's a way you can actually get more health without like voiding the achievement. This is the only time coins are used in the game. Those are the only 4 things you can buy with them. I like how my pace is going here, so I'm actually going to use my save slot. And then I'm actually going to dump the rest of my antique coins. I don't really want them. And then from here, we can go and input the 2 organs into the patient to get the medical level 2 bracelet. And then we can go to the isolation ward. Okay, apparently you can't do that while you're like actively getting attacked. We're going to put in the heart, put in the lungs. This will get us our level 2. And then that'll allow us to go and talk to the blind girl in the room there, I think. If someone's in the chat, can you quickly remind me how to grab... where I get the medical level 3 bracelet? I know I need it to talk to the girl, but where do I grab it from again? Alright, so I accidentally picked up a med injector there. I'm actually just going to throw it away so I don't accidentally use it. So I don't have that much ammo for this section, which I think wants you to use a lot of ammo. But we'll figure it out. I know we have to get into this room and then try to interact with this door. And then we try to interact with this machine, but it doesn't work. And then now we get the medical level 3 bracelet from the guy on the desk. I don't know why I can't pick it up off of him. There we go. We should be able to just sprint through everyone. All the way back to pick up... I want to say her name's Emily, but one time I called Sally. I called her like Stacy or something in one of my commentaries. And I just got absolutely roasted in the YouTube comments for like a year. So I just don't say any names anymore now. Also, we're not going to be analyzing any of the medications or anything because we actually can't craft them with our blood collector. So there's actually no point of even having the recipes. So we now have our level 3 medical bracelet. We're making a save again. There's really no downside to making saves, even if it seems like it's a lot. And then if we were to go to challenges, our speed demon is at 40 minutes. Let's go down into here. Let's pick up Emily. And then we're going to take Emily all the way to the isolation ward or whatever it was called.
There's some buttons with braille on them. Can you read them and then push the buttons?
Does looking at the map stop time? I do not. I think so. If you press back and do this, it does not stop the time. But if you press this button to pause, it does. So you can pause the game, but looking at your inventory and looking at your map, you cannot do. I think I can just tank this damage for now.
Don't worry, it's okay.
We're going into the isolation ward. This is obviously not a perfect speedrun. I've made a lot of mistakes, but none of them have amounted to any, you know, big difference, really. So now we bring her into here. Then we do a cutscene, and then we have to just kill everyone, which I'm a little worried about because I do not have a lot of ammo. Not great. We're going to be losing our knife here for a minute on this dude, but... Get a reload going and look in these back rooms. Scrap is not useful to us. Yeah, the knife is the number one thing to buy because it lets you like obviously bang up the zombies without having to worry about we're gonna drop the transfusion bag and we're gonna drop the scrap because I actually don't think I can use it for anything. Because having the infinite knife just helps you not have to worry about health and stuff, you know? Okay, why isn't she done yet? There's no enemies left. See, there's like some scripted events. There she goes. There's some scripted events that I just don't know how you're supposed to trigger sometimes. Skip the cutscene. We're now gonna go try to get Emily back by jumping in the hole. And now we are in the attic with Leon. I think? Yeah. We are in the attic with Leon. According to my notes, I should be here at the 1 hour mark. So we are way ahead of schedule with like 45 minutes, essentially. I did make some mistakes. If you're watching live, we're at an hour. But once we cut those mistakes out, it's not too bad. With Leon, we have access to like a bunch of ammo and stuff now. I'm going to not buy the RPG yet. Just I'm going to buy the RPG. And I'm going to buy body armor kind of soon. We're going to buy the RPG because there's a guy coming up that I just don't want to deal with. And then we're going to buy shotgun shells because I think that's kind of our best case scenario for dealing damage. And handgun ammo. We're not going to buy medical injectors. We're going to save up for body armor here in a sec. So I don't know. Does anyone know from experience in the chat how ammo works for the RPG? Can I buy more ammo later or do I have to craft it? While that guy's doing whatever he's doing, I'm gonna go look for ammo and stuff. There's not really much to collect in here. Yeah, I don't really know how the RPG ammo works. Maybe we'll be able to buy some later. We'll see. 2 hand grenades. I think that guy drops a shotgun, but we don't need it. So as far as I can tell, we're on good pace. Even with the few mistakes I had, we just reset it, and we don't have to worry about it. I don't really remember this section too well, but I don't think it's too tough. As long as we keep finding more ammo and stuff, we will be okay, I think. Good to know mistakes can be made. It's still plenty of time. Yeah, no, for sure. A really, really, really good speedrun. I'm not talking about, like, world record speedrun. I'm just talking about a good speedrun. I think is like close to 2 hours, maybe 2 hours 15. What am I supposed to do as Leon? Find Victor's office. So we need to get here, and to get there, we have to go up this staircase by the kitchenette, I guess. So the kitchenette's kind of behind me through the bar and lounge. Yeah, behind me through the bar and lounge. We'll be able to go up the steps. Okay. Again, it's not about perfect. It's just about, like, adapting, and a lot of it is just ignoring the correct enemies.
His office should be upstairs.
Just wanted to make sure she's dead. Probably didn't want to waste that shotgun ammo, but I think we'll be fine. So the director's office is through the lounge here. We couldn't get through here with Grace because we don't have the door, this type of door. I might start saving some shotgun shells here in a sec. I know that this section has quite a few enemies to take care of. Maybe I'll... what did that guy even have? I forget what this switch does. I guess it reveals something I need. What? What? It opens the door very slowly. Yeah, clearly. I'm almost like tempted to use like a grenade. think I need to bust their heads open. So clearly I'm good at like the guide part, which is like knowing where to go, but I am not very good at the part of the game where I have to like actually be alive and kill people. So I know I just need to be busting their heads because I don't think these guys die any other way. And I think the hatchet might be like the only way to do that correctly. I'm not sure. We'll find out. We know. Brother! I feel attacked by Lightspeed Halo, who for sure doesn't have the 1000 gamer score in this game. Do you have the 1000 gamer score in this game? Yeah, so we used quite a bit of shotgun ammo. I'm going to check this room really quick just to make sure I'm not missing any ammo. I'll take 3 shotgun shells. So we're okay actually. I think we found 6 shotgun shells, used like 6 shotgun shells. We are going to need to buy the... We're going to need to buy the armor upgrade though with some of our next points, which is fine. His name isn't Lightspeed Resident Evil. True. Alright, we are in the cave as Grace, and the time on our challenge is 48 minutes, 56 seconds. We still have not used a medical injector or the blood collector. I don't actually think we can use the blood collector because I'm fairly certain I never picked it up. I realized that, oh, this sucks. I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory that I don't want. Actually, around the corner is a box, and I can just throw it in the box. I don't have unlimited ammo purchased because I don't have enough challenge points. That's why I'm doing this run right now. I need the challenge points. So I think I can just leave all this stuff in here for now. Just got to make sure I remember to pick it up. And we are going to make a save slot. We're going to make the save slot in... We're going to create like a 3rd save slot just in case I made so many mistakes this save is unrecoverable. But I know for a fact we are fine for time. We are more than good. This section is a little bit complicated, but I feel like I've memorized it pretty okay. All we need to do is... go to the right. We need to pick up the fuse. And then we need to turn around and use the fuse in the door in front of me, but the creepy lady spawns. And I don't know. I actually don't know how you're supposed to like save, like not die to this part. The hallway's too thin to... I think she just takes a turn here. And you're good. Jail cell. I thought she just takes a turn. Does she not turn? Sorry if the gameplay is so dark. I'm just waiting for the girl to walk by. Because I need to get to the end of the hall. At the end of the hall, I can put a fuse in and open that door. I think that gets me some item I need, and then I can go through the furnace area to get my second plug. And I should have enough inventory slots here. If I had, by the way, I almost opened my inventory and tried to go to the right too quickly. And if I had a herb right there, I would have actually consumed it by accident. So I guess it's good to just throw them out of your inventory and not have to worry about reloading those saves. It's also, I'd recommend you check every 20 minutes. I recommend you check... I actually don't think I need anything in this room, do I? Like, what do I need in this room? Nothing. Right? I don't need anything in this room. I don't have an item to get through there. Alright, I don't need anything in this room. A bunch of, like, crafting materials that won't help me. Yeah, I accidentally used one earlier in the video when I was trying to parry. I'm just going to go this way. Fuck it. I think she's chasing me, but I don't think it really matters. At the end of this hallway, near kind of where we started, there's the hanging chains. I think as long as you avoid them, you're fine. So I think if we put a joint plug in here, if not, we're going to have to restart. If I'm making a big mistake, because I think I'm doing it out of order from how I remember doing it. But I think I'll be okay. If I made a big mistake, we will have to reload the checkpoint. It's not a huge deal. So I think now we can go through here. It's super dark in here. And then at the end of here, I can grab... I forget what. The square socket wrench and an empty glass bottle. Empty glass bottle will help me craft cocktails and or... So there's the game's so dark, I can barely see what's going on. We're just waiting for her to move so I can get through the crack in the wall. I don't think I can get through her right here. Unless it's like a glitch. Oh, I glitched through. It worked. Alright, we have to pull the joint plug with us. And then here, she's going to end up in front of us. We can either wait it out or use the glass bottle. So we're going to try to maybe use the glass bottle. This character, by the way, that like the enemy boss girl is unkillable. She can just be stunned with your Requiem. But it's also, like, it feels like a little bit of a waste of ammo if you stun her. Sorry, the game is so dark. I actually have the brightness turned. I'm going to turn up the brightness so you guys can watch it a little better. Brightness... It's on full fucking brightness. Let's maybe turn up the dark brightness and then turn up like the overall brightness. Let me know if that's a little bit better. Probably a little bit better, but not by much. I'm okay with how fast I did this section, so I am going to go into the save room. And then I am going to make a save. I just need to not get fucking killed right now. Is she still coming this way? She is. Nope, she turned around. Nope, she's coming. It's so dark. Okay, it is what it is. I'm just going to get around her. It's not a huge deal. I don't know if I can do a manual save in the save room when I'm getting chased like this. We'll try. But I think it's going to tell me I can't do it. Oh, I am able to. Not a bad deal. Alright, so now that we have the square wrench and one joint plug, I think I can go through the furnace room. I think I was supposed to use the empty glass bottle there, but I just don't want to waste it, and it didn't really seem like I had a lot of choices to where to go anyways. So I think in the furnace room, I forget what I'm supposed to grab here, but I think there's like a forklift at the end. And near that forklift, I think there's something to grab. I know there's a safe in this room. I am actually going to open it just because I forget what's inside, but it might be useful. Hopefully this doesn't waste too much time. Right 60. Left 40. Right 80? I feel like this is wrong. Okay, it worked. It's just ammo. Not that useful, but 10 bullets is 10 bullets. Some useless scrap. Don't need it. Was it this guy? No, this guy doesn't help me because he... Does this guy have the key? Okay. This guy might have a key I need or something. We'll see. Alright, he dropped my knife, and that's it? This guy doesn't have anything useful, eh? I thought this guy had the forklift key, maybe. Alright, we got a joint plug, though, which we do need. And then we can go through the crate, which I think allows us... I forget where this leads to, actually, to be honest. A lockpick? I don't think that's going to be useful. Alright, this leads us back to this room, which is fine. Now we can exit out. And then we can go and grab... the furnace joint. And I think with these two, I can go into this room, which is the, like, what is it? Pool contamination room. I'm dead. I forget where I'm supposed to put these joint plugs, to be honest. I might be dead. Oh, in here. So I need the square wrench. And then I can put them in. But I also am about to die. We'll come back. We're going to do a quick loop into the save room. I'm going to make a manual save and just wait it out. So we have 2 joint plugs in the furnace room, and we are ready to go through the collection pool. And our challenge timer is at 59 minutes. B is the quick turnaround, but you also have to be pushing like backwards. Like walk backwards, press B, like if you're trying to dodge. And then that'll allow you to turn around backwards, yeah. Wait, do I not have another joint plug? I do. Why can't I put it in? There we go. Alright, we've turned on the collection pool with 2 of our joint plugs. I kind of forget where to go. It's so dark. I think you can only kind of go forward here. Again, because we're on casual difficulty, our health, if you were to like pause the game or go to your inventory, our health always comes back to yellow. I actually don't know where it shows up. It's somewhere. But yeah, your health always ends up kind of coming back to yellow. All right, here we can get the forklift key off the ground. We need to come into here anyways to get the 3rd joint plug. We're going to use the forklift key here, and I think there's a hip pouch upgrade in the next room. I'm just going to grab it just in case. I am kind of a little bit low on inventory space. It's actually not too bad, but now I can carry around more stuff that I might not need. We'll pull the joint plug. Or not. We can't actually pull the joint plug. Never mind. We need to leave the joint plug there, and we need to go to the forklift. And at the... I'm going to check around this corner just to see if there's... Okay, we can't go there. So now we can use the forklift key in the forklift room in the furnace. And now we can get behind where we just were. So that we can actually loop around and through. We're going to have to drain that pool. That's crazy. So I'm going to leave a joint plug in the furnace, and I'm actually going to go make a save. Unless the lady's around this, she is around this corner. I really want to make a save, because this next part is a little wonky, especially with how much ammo we're going to spend on the conveyor belt. So we're now ready. We have the forklift key, and we're ready to use the conveyor belt. Our challenge timer is going to be at 1 hour and 2 minutes. Really, dude? That's actually crazy. You're so slow in this game compared to other Resident Evil games where you can just kind of walk by everyone. Where is she? I can hear her. Alright, now it's just about whether I can actually sprint through or not. I did. We're fine. We're just going to tank the damage. We're going to use the forklift key and a joint plug, which gets us into this room. Actually, we're going to leave it. We do leave it going to the right first. We're fine. That's kind of... I think I wanted to do that, maybe. Because we have to move this cart over here. Really? Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't think I was that close. We have to move this cart here. And then we can walk through if it goes the other way. No head bob. Yeah, I turned off head bob. I'm not much of a head bob guy. Head bob also does not look good in YouTube videos, and obviously that's kind of how I always set up my game so that it looks good for my videos. Alright, we've now made it to the other side of the pool room. We're ready to turn off the conveyor belt, and we're going to make a manual save. So at our manual save, I'm going to double check our time. 1 hour, 5 minutes. I've never used a herb or medical injector. I've never used the blood collector. I think at this point of the game, it might actually be impossible for me to use the blood collector. Just because I never picked it up. I don't think you have another chance to pick it up if you don't pick it up. Well, I guess I could still pick it up in this playthrough later on when I play as Grace again inside of the care center, but... Let me check something really quick. I think I am actually behind schedule by 10 minutes. I think I miscounted something.
Fluid drainage complete. Processing will now begin.
Processing. Shit, no! No, no!
So here we want to limit how much ammo we spend for no reason. I think this one's just a matter of time, if I'm correct. It's just like a matter of how many enemies Or how long I'm on the conveyor belt, right? There's no way to speed this part up, unfortunately.
Processing is almost complete. Processing complete.
It stopped. It finally stopped. Thank God. Last one. Now to free Emily and get out of this place.
All right, we're going to make a quick save just because I feel like that was pretty efficient. And now we're probably going to start moving to another save slot just in case. I do think I'm actually behind schedule a little bit. I think one of my things was incorrect, but it's all right.
Oh, I got in my mouth.
Where am I? Okay. Do I have 2 in my inventory or 1? I only have 1. So I need to go and grab the one by the forklift. Jeez, where did you come from, lady? Just need her to move while I'm not blinking red. We're fine. So now that we can get out, we can grab the last joint plug from the furnace front door, which is not here. Oh, we're this way. Okay. And now we can open up the holding cells. And I kind of forget what I'm supposed to do after I activate the holding cells, but we'll find out.
Hold on tight. I'm scared.
Supposed to go to the elevator, right? Which is where? This elevator? No, that's the collection pool. It's this elevator. So we're gonna just go forward and to the left.
Just don't let go.
And it's at the end of this hallway. We're gonna try to click the button. We can't.
Letting you down.
We have to move the pile of stuff on the ground.
Why won't they close?
It doesn't work. We tap the pile of stuff on the ground out of the way. And then we ride the elevator. There we go.
Are you hurt? No. I'm okay. That's good. Good, Emily.
Hopefully, we're about to be Leon. I'm kind of hoping we have enough money for armor, but we probably don't. This is going to be a cutscene pretty quick that we can skip. Trying to skip it, I can't. Still can't skip this cutscene. Yeah, it's the Leon sniper bit coming up. I don't know if you need the severed hand for anything, to be honest. Let me check my inventory here. I am missing one of the quartzes, which is fine. I'll pick it up from the supply box. And then we can actually leave this area. I'm going to make a save here on a new slot. All right, let's pick up the chest. Let's pick up our sun quartz. We're going to leave the severed hand. I don't need it. Then we're going to make a save in a new save slot. We are about to leave the care center as Grace. And our challenge is at 1 hour and 12 minutes, which I think I'm behind pace by like a reasonable amount, unfortunately. I think I might be like 10 minutes behind pace, but we'll get there. Hopefully this next section goes well. It's the helicopter keys section.
Finally. We made it. We did it.
I'm definitely following this guide. But don't follow it until I post it. Still lots of time for me to make mistakes.
Emily?
I don't know.
Well, let's just... we need to keep moving, okay? Emily?
Hey!
All right, we're now finding the helicopter keys. Which, I thought the Leon sniper section was at this part. Maybe I'm wrong. There's, whatever, doesn't matter.
Please.
All right, we got to get the wine bottle. We got to open up the wine bottle. Then we get the helix. Pull apart. Whoops. Pull apart. And then this will activate the elevator for us in the middle of the room. I think I might have just made a mistake with my notes, to be honest. I don't know. Or I'm really behind schedule. Alright, in here we're going to make our save. We can overwrite this one. All right, we found the helicopter keys at 1 hour and 15 minutes. So according to my notes, I'm supposed to find the helicopter keys at 1:35. So I think I'm 20 minutes. I think I just have really bad notes for this game, if I'm completely honest. It's locked. Okay, so I don't actually remember how to open up. Oh, it's on the computer. Authorize. Skip the cutscene. Leave. I think we're good. I think we're on good pace. Maybe someone in the comments on the YouTube video can tell me what they think. 1 hour and 15 minutes for picking up the helicopter keys. Good. I think I just have really bad notes. Leo, Lightspeed, are you a little spooked or what? No, no, no. A little spooked. Ow. All right, we're making it back to the helicopter at 1 hour and 18 minutes. Which means we're now spawning as Leon in the sniper section. Wait, where's the sniper? Do I have a sniper? I'm confused. Where's the sniper?
Yeah. Found some flash.
Where's the sniper? Am I dumb? Don't answer that, chat. Where's the sniper? Hello? Is there a supply box somewhere here?
Is she okay?
No.
Unfreaking
Yo,
believable.
Hicks, with the 100 months, dude. That is almost 1 whole year. I appreciate it, my guy. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I need to actually pay for it. That kind of sucks. So I'm just going to buy the Marksman 1A, because why would I buy the shit one when I can have the good one? Unfortunately, I can't afford the body armor, which does suck. And then I don't know how I get more RPG ammo. If anyone in the comments knows where I get more RPG ammo, I would love to know. Why don't I have a scope? I don't have a scope. This is not good. Where's my scope? I guess I would need the scope in the... Oh, I'm done. What do I do here? Do I have enough time to go back and equip a scope? Now is not the time for that! Grace is dead already. Or, sorry, not Grace. No scope it? Brother! There's like 10 more enemies to come! This sniper is great, but with no scope on it? Like, in this section where you're clearly supposed to have a scope.
Must be time for the evening service.
I think I'm gonna run out of ammo here. Grace, open the door! Open the door! Underrated meme.
Unfreaking believable.
Yo, Moose Hunter! I appreciate... Sorry, I can't do two things at once. I appreciate the sub. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. And you do have access to our 5 level emotes. You also have a sub badge next to your name in the chat. Sorry I'm so bad at the callouts. I forgot my whole script. I don't stream anymore. Enough. So I just forget what I'm supposed to say. You have a sub badge next to your name in the chat. Access to our 5 level emotes. I appreciate it, and thank you so much for supporting your favorite streamer. Your #1 favorite streamer. Maka. That's me. Bolt action all the way. If I had a scope, doesn't this gun normally come with a scope on it? Is she through the door yet? She finally got through the door. Yikes. Why does this gun not have a scope on it?
Excuse me.
Sorry, I was looking for ammo. Oh, there was a ton of ammo on the front door, and I don't think I got any of it. I think for this guy, I don't know. Ow. Sorry. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Okay, I think I did that part okay. I didn't waste too much ammo, and my health doesn't really matter all that much in this game. but I think I did okay. I think I can leave this section now. I forget how. Just the door? Or through the front? There we go. Automatic cutscene. Alright, I think we're on okay pace. Thank you for the subs. I appreciate it, Hicks, by the way. And Moose Hunter. My apologies for
There's gotta be a way to get to the surface.
not being great at reading stuff while I'm playing here today. I lost my multitasking streaming brain in the last 6 months. Once we get to Raccoon City, I'll know if we're on a good pace or not. But I think we're doing okay. This part only takes like 5-10 minutes.
I'm sorry, I know.
Which means we'll get to Raccoon City within an hour and 40, which means we'll be fine.
I'm so sorry.
This button's not going to work. Yep, so we're going to have to go put her down. Okay. The only thing is we used up a lot of time on our intro, and we made a couple of loads. All right, so here we're going to pick up, not the medical injector. I actually don't want that. I'm going to throw it down. Medical injector we'll just put inside of the... there we go. And then let me just double check that our challenges are still tracking correctly. Speed Demon 126, Never Touch the Stuff 0, Minimalist 0, which means we are safe to make a manual save here in this room. And so I don't know how long this section has to take us, but I'm fairly certain I can do it pretty quick. We have to go downstairs. We got to grab all 3 of the levers, and then we're able to power up the elevator and leave this area. Also, we do have a lot of Requiem ammo, and we have a Molotov, and we can basically use all of it because it doesn't actually matter. I think we lose the ability to... Where do I not go down here? Where do I go? Wait, am I dumb? Don't answer that. Wait, do I have to interact with this first, or else it's not going to work? That's dumb.
Insufficient power.
Can't go down until you realize it through a cutscene. Small stuff like that, kind of, you know, not the greatest. So here we're going to be using a lot of Requiem ammo just because I think we lose our gun here pretty soon, and this stuns her long enough to be able to like run around and do stuff in this area.
Why is it so stiff?
So we're just going to stun her so we can get this first one done. This should give us more than enough time, at least on this difficulty. And then that spooks her away because of the light. We do get a Molotov cocktail we can use later, just in case we need it. I'm going to try to do this section really quick, just to set us up for the rest of the game, you know what I mean? So here, I know we can just turn this light on, and I think it's just going to... I don't know if that really mattered or did anything for us. Again, we have a lot of Requiem ammo that we do not need. So I'm just going to try to probably just use it so we can get through most of this part without having to worry.
No lever.
No lever. I forget where to get the lever, to be honest. In here? That's the lever. But now she is in the room when we come in with the lever. Did I just get insta-killed in a cutscene? No way. No, maybe that's a mandatory little thing going on.
Just die already.
All right, we're going to put the lever in. Hopefully we can get the lever turned in time, and that's going to make her not happy. I don't think she can hit us while she's, like, stunned like that. And then I think the last one is... can I not move this cart right here? I guess not. I thought you could move that cart to make a little shortcut for yourself. Again, we don't need these bullets later, so we're just going to use them right now. Made a little mistake. We're going in here. Through here. Towards the red button. If we can get it off before she attacks us, I think we are good. That's going to open up the hatch. Need a good gun for the blob enemy in the church. Just the Requiem and extra ammo that it comes with, and just regular knife, regular gun bullets. All right, we've opened up the roof hatch. We can now go pick up Emily.
We're getting out of here. Get out of the fucking... Come on! Open!
I don't know if where you're supposed to do during this part. For me, I just shoot until I reach the other cutscene. I don't know if that's good or bad. Would you like to save your progress? Yes. We're going to save it in yet another slot. We'll save it down here. Doesn't matter. All right, let's check our progress now. We are in Raccoon City with 0 meds, 0 bloods, and we are at an hour 30, which means that we are about 25 minutes ahead of schedule, meaning we will get the achievement for the speedrun here, hopefully. Won't have any problems. There's a couple of like easy things to kind of forget in this area, but I think I'm going to be okay. As long as I don't make any major mistakes. If I do, I will reload the checkpoint. We are going to be able to afford the body armor, so we're going to grab that so we don't have to worry about it. And then I'm going to grab the case upgrade because I do not want to have to worry about... I don't want to have to worry about inventory space during this section of the game. We are a little low on shotgun shells, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. And then we should be able to just... kind of run through a lot of this. I think I remember like where a lot of stuff is, hopefully. I think the first thing to do is to go through this area. I guess we'll... Oh, it's a scrap, which... Actually, I can craft as Leon without having... And I won't really miss stuff. That's a first aid kit, which we don't need. So I can craft as Leon because it doesn't require the blood collector. So we'll do that, probably. We will have to pick up scraps and stuff, is what I'm trying to get at. This is definitely the longest part of the game. It's the most open world part of the game, and it's easily the part where you can make the biggest mistake. Because if you go in the wrong direction, you easily have to backtrack like 3 to 5 minutes. You know, make it 2 or 3 mistakes, and you might lose 15 minutes on this section. So we're going to try our best not to lose any progress here at all. I think we have a mini boss battle here against the spider. Which hopefully won't go too badly. I'm going to try to take out the spider as much as possible with my pistol and stuff. We'll see how that goes. I actually don't remember what I'm supposed to do here. There we go. Alright, just like a little cutscene, automatic. And then here we have to shoot him in the butt. There is a explosive canister somewhere in this room, which we can get to help. But hopefully we can just get behind him here very quickly. Oh, maybe not. Maybe the boss battle's later. I guess we got to skip that a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's like a multi-part section here. Should be some more ammo in there for us. We're okay on ammo right now. I'm not going to waste ammo on these little spiders. This is not ideal, but like luckily all this damage we're taking is to body armor. So it's not a huge issue. I'm just gonna have to pay. I have to like actually pay for it to come back, which, you know, isn't the best, but it's not a huge deal either. Just want to get through this part as quickly as possible so I can get to the actual boss battle here in the next little room. Okay. Weird. That seemed like unavoidable damage. Am I wrong? Alright, here we can defeat the giant spider. It has a little weak point in its back. And there's also an explosive barrel I can throw at it. I'm actually, because I have it downed, I'm actually going to use my shotgun just to do massive damage.
Haven't you had enough? I don't know how to take control.
Alright, that was a fast boss battle with not too much ammo wasted. My favorite weapon, which is the shotgun, is unfortunately kind of where we're the lowest on ammo. But not a huge deal. We'll try to use our pistol for the next little while. We're gonna have to also re-up our armor. Get your armor here. All right, automatic auto save, and then if we get around the corner, I think we get to the central camp. I think this is probably like the halfway part of the game. If you're here within 2 hours, I think you're going to be okay. We're going to go turn on the central camp. We're going to go access our box, and then we're going to go up into the apartments. Let's first use our box. All right. And then we're going to just start with the body armor repair. And then we're going to grab shotgun shells. We'll grab some handgun ammo. Machine gun, I'm not too concerned about. Rifle ammo, I'm not too concerned about. And then we can tune up our hatchet, which I can't afford that. Never mind. All right, and then we will make a save. So we are saving at the central camp in Raccoon City. On our timer, we have 1 hour and 36 minutes. The next thing we have to do is go up this building to the top. I think we get some apartment keys. Check the camp some more. Oh, okay. Guess we have to like look at these. So now we're going to have to go through the apartment to get the apartment keys. In the apartment, we can probably grab like a crank, and then we can get to the tower. Then we can go to the gas station to get fuel. From the gas station, we can then make the bridge, and then I might have to spark my memory as to where to go. For this part, I'm going to try to run through it as much as possible, waste as little ammo as possible, and also hopefully I can just get to the end without really having to fight anyone specific.
Where are all the bodies?
These zombies don't get stunned as much, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, gosh. All right, we got the keys to the apartments. We still want to make it to the rooftop, though. From the rooftop, we can get an item, and then we can take the elevator down. So we will need to get the fuel can for this machine right here. We'll do that kind of at the end of this section, like 45 minutes.
What? That's impossible.
Didn't really grab much loot, but also didn't really use much ammo, so not too bad. Don't really have many combat points, unfortunately, because I'm not going to be killing too many things, but we'll see how it goes for us. All right, let's mark the 3 towers. This is one of them.
And I can jerry-rig the detonator for that gate.
Great. Can you see any more from your position?
Another BSAA camp. It should have the signal.
That one's annoying. That's the one with the artillery cannons. And then there's going to be one, I think, over here, which is on the top of the gas station. That's where we can get the fuel. And then there's one over here somewhere, which I think you need the fuel to get to.
Relays over there, huh? That should be a fun trip.
So let's try to do that in order. Let's try to go for the one kind of next to us.
Got the location for those parts. Want to collect them now.
Okay. I'll look into the BSAA in the meantime.
I am going to make a save really quick here. Just why not? We did that part pretty clean. No complaints. Raccoon City Central Camp. We're good. About an hour 40 now. We're going headed into the Cedarbrook apartments. We're trying to get to the rooftop. On the rooftop, I think we can find our next... we're actually trying to get to the... We're going to go through the basement first. In the basement, we can grab the 2 batteries and then open up the garage door, which gives us the BSAA keys, which we need anyways, or open up the motorcycle later. So we're just going to go through this part first. The Cedarbrook basement. I am going to sharpen my blade. And then I'm going to check this side room just for maybe ammo pickup or something in one of these lockers. Oh, we got some rifle ammo is actually okay. Rifle's pretty good. I just don't like using it very often. I don't think it auto aims as well as like the pistol and stuff. All right, here we need 2 batteries to open up the door. We're going to go this way first, into the water, up the ladder. Here at the end, we can get the battery and then use the ladder in that room to get back out. Kind of don't remember exactly where to go. We're mostly going to be stunning enemies and then running past them if I can. No need to fight all these dudes, really. A couple of them will be in the way, which is very unfortunate. Like this dude and this next dude. So we might have to kill a couple of dudes. Let's see if I can get into this room and pick up the battery, which I did, and then take the elevator out. I actually think I'm fine leaving all those enemies behind. All right, now that I dropped down, I'm going to check my inventory just to make sure I have enough. I have way more than enough in order to get the other battery, which is through here. This is kind of the part of the game I think I remember kind of the best, because it's probably the most fresh in my memory. I need a slot crank. Oh, it's down into the hole. We'll take gunpowder. We might have to craft some shotgun shells later on. To crowd control some people. Now that we're down here, I don't think we can go forward. I can check. We cannot. Ignore the herb. Around the corner. Through the door. Alright, I remember this part. This part's not too bad. There's a key kind of at the end of this part. A couple of enemies do attack us. We're going to have to actually fight some of them. But some of them we can kind of ignore. So in here, I think we find the crank. Maybe not, just the valve wheel. I don't remember this dude being down here, to be honest. I think there might be a dude behind me, too. I wonder if I can just ignore these guys. Can I just ignore these guys? Peace. Oh, I can't, because I have to interact with the door further. No, I didn't mean to do that. I just wasted a grenade, which sucks. Not doing wonders for my armor, but I just got to get behind this guy for one shot here. Alright, not looking good on shotgun ammo at all. Hello? I'm okay with how much shotgun ammo I used there, just because it saved us so much time. Yeah, Leon has a lot more flexibility than Grace, like, for sure. Also, sorry, Chaotic G Baby, I missed your comment. I've just been trying to focus on these, like, speedrun strats. I'm liking this game a lot. To be honest, at first, I was not loving it. But I got like a big appreciation for the game by the time I finished it. We should be able to craft some shotgun shells. I'm going to actually check. Oh, we could have come up here. Let's see. Can Leon just craft shotgun shells right out of the gate? He can. And those are just scraps and gunpowder. All right, we have more shotgun shells. We can now get across to the second battery. Actually, this isn't... Is this the second battery? It is. And then we can go through this door. And then up the ladder. But yeah, Chaotic G Baby, it's pretty fun. There's a good amount of value in this game, too, if I'm honest. Yeah, all around, good vibes. Good game. I think the 90 review scores are, like, fair. You know what I mean? All right, now that we're going to come out of the apartments, we can put in both our batteries. Open up the garage. And then we're going to come around the corner. We're going to get a cutscene here, which is fine. And then now we're going to ignore these enemies, and we're going to go straight for the gas station can. And... there's a case right there. I might grab it on my way back.
Got at the end. White suit.
Let's see what's in here.
Find anything on them?
Yeah.
I'll take a grenade. So yeah, we're going for the gas can at the gas station now. And then after this, we're probably going to link back to the central camp in order to grab the...
Elpis too.
just a save point. Oh, that sucks. Is the gas can not, like, right here somewhere? Do not want the herb. I'm actually going to throw it out of my inventory just so I don't use it by accident. Discard the herb. We now have the gas can. We can try to go fill it with gas. And then we kind of have a little bit of a hard fight right here. I forgot about this dude.
You must be the town lumberjack.
Really? That's my bad. I have no armor left, too. And I'm getting sawed up by the... The rifle was actually really useful there. I mean, ideally, I would have just saved the ammo and used the chainsaw, but I feel like maybe that's supposed to happen. So I do not want to use the recovery item, even though I'm in red health. I should automatically regain some health here. There we go. That's automatic health regeneration for this difficulty. Now is not the time for that. There's no enemies left. Now is not the time for that. Where are the enemies? Oh. Can you not? Does that not work? Oh, there it goes. Leon gets full health after the motorbike section. Nice. I mean, the armor will help me out. All right, now we can fill up the gas can. And fill it up. And then maybe we'll do a quick little loop just to make sure I didn't miss any ammo, just because I feel like I used quite a bit of ammo there. It would be nice to get some back. I'm going to check my inventory to make sure I do not have it. Oh, I do have 3 medical injectors. I'm going to discard all my medical injectors so I don't accidentally heal when I'm trying to parry. We also killed enough enemies that I think we got like a lot of currency as well. Problem is, I don't know if I can buy any more shotgun shells. I think I might have to craft them, which may not be ideal, but it is what it is. Yo, what's up, Ricky? How's it going? Alright, so we are going to go to the complex to make a save point, even though it's technically going to add about a minute. I would rather have the comfort of knowing I have a manual save slot where I need it. Because I'm pretty happy with that whole section, through the apartments, and then all that. I'm pretty happy with it. I actually don't know if anyone can remind me, do we need to go through the subway at all? I don't think we do, but I'll fill up the subway just in case. I do know we need to drop this so we can link ourselves back. And then I'm going to go make my manual save. I need to go get the repair kit anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll go in here. We'll get the repair kit. And we're going to do a little bit of inventory management. It's going to take us like 30, 40 extra seconds, but I think it's going to be worth it. Because I feel like we're just picking stuff up and we haven't really paid attention to, like, you know, where we are and stuff. Can I not use this yet? Guess not. Wait, I thought I could use this right away. Repair kit. Where'd it go? Is this it? Examine. Can you not open the repair kit? Am I guess I don't have enough parts yet. It is what it is.
Beautiful. Just Just need to get through that gate.
All right, let's do a quick inventory. We have 4 rifle ammo, 19 shotgun ammo, 40 ammo for our handgun. Let's go ahead and refill our body armor. Let's pick up ammo for the rifle just to have it. We don't need machine gun ammo. I don't really want to be using a machine gun very much. Let's quickly reload our rifle. And then we're going to make a manual save. So if you're following along with our timer, we are in Raccoon City. We've collected 1 of the 3 detonator parts, and we have the gas station fuel. And just going to make sure our challenges. Speed Demon, 1 hour 55, which I think we're fine. Never touch the stuff is 0. Minimalist is 0, which means that everything is working out as expected. Now that we do have the gas can, we can ride up here. We're going to go zip line across and do that. And then I think we need to make it to the top of that artillery tower, which is super annoying, which is over there. But we'll do that maybe last. Our inventory, we have lots of space. Not that it matters. We can do a quick auto sort. We're not great on, in my opinion, ammo. But it's okay. Oh, no, we're going this way. We're going down the steps, and then we're going to fill up the gas can. So, Liam, do we or do we need to not go... Do we need to go through the subway or no? It's just for the extra BSAA container? Alright, sounds good. We don't actually need it for anything else, yeah? We don't need it to, like, make the bomb, which is our main objective. Okay, thanks for the little tip there. I appreciate it. Don't actually know if there's anything of value in this room. I don't know. I guess there's a herb. Maybe that was a random spawn. Who knows? We're going to skip that room. We're now not optimal by 8 seconds because of that room. And I'm also going to check this room, even though it might not have anything. And then we'll be not optimal by 45 seconds. This room has nothing for us other than the Mr. Raccoon, which we all obviously already have. I thought this part was kind of like fun and creative, with the way like it kind of plays with gravity and stuff. We're not even going to pick up the herb. I'm kind of confused as to what happens in this part of the game if you actually don't have enough ammo. Did I buy my repair for my vest? Also, RPG ammo. How do I get more? I feel like if I don't get more RPG ammo in this game, I feel like I wasted it on such a useless boss. Maybe I have to craft RPG ammo. I never thought of that. Alright, we go here. This starts sliding, and then we move out of the way. This part's actually going to be a little bit challenging, in my opinion, just based on like how many enemies and stuff there are. That was just a bad chain of events. So this is going to be a really annoying section with all the artillery.
Let's find those detonator parts.
But hopefully we don't struggle too much, and we can just use the auto-save locations if we need to. We have the relay now, which we can combine with one of the other parts we have. And then I think that means that now we can also use the repair kit. Or not. I guess the repair kit comes last. I don't know.
The relay.
Okay, one component left.
Alright, we got a little save location here. I'm okay with this save location after about a 5-minute mistake there. Couple kills. The tracker. Let me check my watch here. Selling Pokemon cards as I play video games. Alright. Body armor repair. Do I buy the better body armor? I don't think I need it. Ideally, I want ammo, but I can't also get that, so it is what it is. We're going to overlook the same save slot. And then this part, I think, is going to be really annoying just because I'm not good at it. But I think if we can get lucky, we'll be okay. I think we just have to keep walking forward.
Think it's related?
That's all I've got. There's been an increase in government surveillance. Looks like my fan base is growing.
Some things never change. Watch your back. I'll contact you again soon.
So let's try to shoot all of the artillery. I don't think we can shoot them from here, actually, or a lot of them. Like, can we shoot this? I don't think that's going to help us. That's not going to help us anyways. Oh. Yeah, you don't shoot them. You have to actually interact with them. So for this part, I don't know if... I'm going to try to get through this section, avoiding as many enemies as possible. If I get stun locked, it might be a really bad day, but we're going to see if we can do it. Like, that was bad. But maybe we'll pull out the shotgun just in case. Damn, that was so unlucky, right? So I think through this door, you end up falling through a hole, but I think you have to. And then through that hole... Well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I think you might not have to fall through that hole. Here, I really don't want to fight these dudes. I'm going to use one of my 6 grenades. I now have a med injector, which is not ideal. Because I don't want to accidentally heal. So I am going to throw out my med injectors. Just so I don't accidentally heal. Discard. I think that was all right. That was okay at, like, minimizing the amount of time I took, but also minimizing the amount of resources I used. Like, 1 grenade, not a big deal. A couple of shotgun shells. Most of those dudes are still alive, but I don't think it really matters. I'm okay with that, and then using the autosave as a just-in-case there. Shoot 2 from the ground level and then 1 from the roof. Alright, I'll look into it. I'm okay with that as a save point. So we're now halfway through the roof. Challenges. Don't really know if it matters. 2 hours and 2 minutes. I think we're way ahead of schedule. Alright, we're reloading a save, unfortunately. I died at the last section, but only lost about 3 minutes. And then when I reloaded the last save, I essentially lost no minutes. This next section, a little tough. There's like a weird section on a bridge where I got stun locked by a gas can, and then I couldn't see the other gas can through the smoke, and that's why I died. So we're going to see if we can kind of skip all that, and just maybe we're going to shoot the gas can like right away. Let's see if we can get the gas can from down here with the grenade. Hopefully that works. If not, it's fine. I think I might have gotten the gas can with that nade. don't even know if I have to kill this dude, but it's fine. So we made it through that pretty easily, actually. That was okay. We didn't burn, like, too much ammo, even though we didn't really kill anyone. I think that's kind of ideal. I forget what this dude has. Oh, he just has a wristband. More shotgun. And then this next section should be okay. There's a little, like, elevator section where we're going to have to kill all these people. But I think we'll be okay. We have enough ammo. I'm going to actually make a manual save. Even though a autosave just happened, I'm really happy with that section. So we're just going to go through here. We're going to repair our armor just for this next elevator ride. And with the repaired armor, we don't really need anything else. I mean, maybe we can buy... We're going to buy the assault rifle just so that if we run out of ammo, we now have a machine gun. And then we're going to use the save. And then if we were to pause and go to challenges, we have one part of the bomb left. 2 hours, 5 minutes. I'm feeling great about that. Med injectors 0. Blood collectors 0. I'm feeling great about this run. And we're on our way. We're still missing one really annoying part, which is the artillery cannons, but it's okay. On this, I almost don't know if you're supposed to waste ammo on all these dudes in the window. Like, only a couple of the dudes actually fall down and attack you, you know what I mean?
Now what? You'll have to take the next one.
There was an elevator ride achievement in the remake, and I wish they kind of had one for this game, although I think it'd be really tough. I don't think that enemy even is going to be an enemy that's going to hit us. There's be a few more enemies that come down raining from above, right? Forget at what point or from where. Right, like I can't jump down. No, not yet. There we go. Running out of shotgun ammo, not great. Let's switch to the assault rifle and try it out a bit. I mean, that was good. It just burns through ammo, though. Where am I?
Lucky day.
How you doing, Hicks, by the way? Hope you're doing well. Where did I end up here? Alright, we're all the way over here, which is good. We can circle back to the central camp, but we still have to get the artillery cannon bomb part, and then we're actually good. So I think that part will take us maybe 10-15 minutes, which means we'll get to the motorcycle section at like 2 hours, 20 minutes, so we're looking pretty good. I'm maybe being a little bit aggressive on saves. I'm just really happy with how some of these sections are going. I'm actually going to get the body upgrade. And then we don't need anything else. I guess I could upgrade my weapons, but I just don't feel like it's very useful. So we're going to overwrite our save again because I'm pretty happy with how it's going. But maybe the next one we'll do a separate save. And then I'm going to check really quick just to make sure I didn't accidentally use a medical injector. We're good. So the last one we need to get is this one over here up on the rooftops. So for that, we're going to need to go through the Cedarbrook apartments, but we're going to need to go through the upstairs part, not the downstairs part. So if I remember correctly, we're going to need the crank, and I kind of forget where the crank is. Lots of ammo, which is nice. Where does this lead us? This is like a door that gets us back somewhere we need it to go. So maybe the crank is this way? If not, we'll revert the back last save, just because I don't want to spend too much time looking for the crank. Well, the crank's definitely not here. That's for sure. Got a Requiem shot, which might be useful for a boss later. I use all of your guides? Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I guess the crank is upstairs. I don't mind that we spent an extra minute grabbing a Requiem shot. It'll save us a lot of time on a boss later in the game. Probably the Tyrant or whatever his name is. So we can't get through there because we don't have the crank. So I guess the crank has to be in here. And I think it's at the bottom. Not good, not good, not good. I'm just hoping I can tank a hit if it's about to happen. I think I just left like 4 dudes in that room behind me. Straight up cheeks? What? For what game? How do you guys feel about the high on the high guard debacle? Oh, bad boy. I didn't realize these guys just meet you up here if you don't kill them. Last game at the Game Awards? Hell yeah. Alright, let's see if we can do this artillery section without just getting completely obliterated by shells. This would be really good for the speed of the speed run.
One part should be just up here.
Right, giving rifle ammo is pretty useful. I think the rifle... Alright, we can maybe get this dude. I hope I killed him. How do I exit? What? Where do I go? I'm so confused. I go around it, eh? Gonna wait for the shell to land, and then I should be able to move now. Just gonna try to take out as many enemies as I can, which should save me a little bit of ammo. Some of these enemies are moving around a little too much through the smoke and stuff, can barely see them. Like this guy just moved right out of the way. That sucks. That should get him. And then this last enemy's back here in the corner. And then I think I can just get off the cannon now. Hopefully I can just grab the part and go. That went pretty well. I still hear an enemy, which is whatever. I think we'll be okay. Just 1v1ing this enemy. Not great, not great, not great. Alright, I think I'm done building the bomb now. Oh, I can repair the bomb. With the repair kit. So I have the detonator, I think. I think I'm done. How do I get out of this building as fast as possible? Is there like a zip line or anything I can ride down? Or I just gotta run around and leave the way I came back? That'd be crazy. I guess so. I just have to leave the way I came back, I guess. I have 7 shots in my Requiem, which is actually great for the bosses at the end of the that are coming up. Very, very okay with that. I'm not okay with how much shotgun ammo I have for later. Let's see if I can craft some. I should be able to craft 6 ammo here, which is fine. We're skipping the subway to leave town. We're going to go make a manual save, and then we're going to look at our timer. And then we're on the motorcycle section. We're significantly further than halfway through the game. We're going to go through our supply box first. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but we're going to repair. We can't buy any ammo. I don't care about upgrades enough for them to matter. We are going to use a new save slot. So we are now ready to destroy the bomb. Or the gate with the bomb. We still have never used a med injector or a blood collector. And we are at 2 hours and 16 minutes. So I think that means we are on a very good pace to finish the game within the next hour and 20 minutes. So I'm going to actually use the bomb, and then I'm going to pause the game, and I'll be back in 3 minutes. I need to pee, and I need to grab a water.
You'll need it. It's 15 miles to the city center on the 419.
Okay, I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to mute my mic, and I'm going to leave it on just chatting. All right, is everyone ready? Here we go. We're going to be doing the road rage section now. And again, 2 hours, 16 minutes, never injected, never blood collected. We are at least 30, 40 minutes ahead of schedule right now for beating the pace we're on is for a 3 hour, 20-minute pace. So we should be okay. No real worries about the 4 hour mark is what I'm trying to get at.
Just a few potholes. The stage keeps getting better and better.
Why are they so difficult? I feel like they took so much more damage than I'm used to. Alright, yeah, we're good. We're recording. And my microphone's not muted, which is par for the course. This section is like kind of whatever. It's hard to not do it well. You just gotta shoot the explosive barrels now. Make sure you can actually get reloads off. The reloads on this weapon are a little weird sometimes. I think it's if you're aiming down sight, it doesn't reload, but then sometimes it just like glitches out. At least that's what I've noticed. It's not like a huge deal or anything. It's just a little... just something to notice while you're playing. I saw this section in a COD game before. Yeah, right at the end of this is the, fuck, what was his name? Big Chungus? Big Harper. Right after this is the Big Harper boss fight. Where's the Porsche? Good question. Also, what was the point of that Porsche? Like, you could buy like a Porsche in the like character shop upgrade, and I don't know what it's supposed to do. Also, this is the dumbest boss fight in all of video games. This little like chicken where you shoot him back and then it's just a cutscene. What was the point of that? Random. All right, we are on our way to Raccoon City Police Department now. I think in the police department, all we really have to do is go upstairs to the library, get the car jack, open up the door, and then go through the door, and we get to do a grace section, I believe. I don't know. I'm having amnesia.
Can't believe it's still standing.
Hopefully I don't forget too much during this section. I think what will get me a little annoyed is during the arc section, there's a couple parts where you really want to be stealthy, and I just feel like I'm not going to be able to have the patience for it. Alright, why not? We're going to make a save now that we're here. I'm not really worried about how much time we spent, so it'll be an overwrite save. We've destroyed the gate. We are now inside of the police department. 2 hours, 21 minutes, at least 20 minutes ahead of schedule. So nothing to really worry about at all. There's only like one enemy here that I really have to think about right now, which is this dude. We can ignore. We just got to get upstairs, get the car jack, which is in the library around the corner. Next to the hardest raccoon pickup in the entire game. I don't know if you can drop down from here, right? You can't. That's kind of annoying. No Mr. X? Yeah, until like 5 seconds from now. I called him the Nemesis in my video, and I don't know if I'm going to get roasted by, like, the Resident Evil community, because I don't think that's, like, the official name, but it's all I could come up with on the spot while I was recording at, like, 4 a.m. after looking for collectibles for, like, 18 hours. All my brain could come up with is, this guy's probably called Nemesis, because he was in a game called Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. And so I called him the Nemesis, and I didn't even look at the comments yet to see if someone called me out for it. Oh, is the orphanage section now? It is. This is honestly, and I'm not even saying, I'm not like trying to be a tough guy. This is the only part of the game where I was actually scared. I know it's a horror game, but like the action horror stuff doesn't really get me. This made me squirm in my chair.
What was that?
The thing is, it doesn't have the that big of an effect on the second time, Because once you learn all of the movement patterns of the enemies, you don't really have to worry. Like, you kind of know what to expect. But the first time, I might have peed a little. Like, just a little bit, you know? I think you just gotta wait for them to leave, though. I don't know if there's enough time to sneak past them right now. I think you're just supposed to wait. The orphanage section is not hard, but it's one of those sections, excuse me, where, like, you really can't, like, go faster. You know what I mean? The dollhouse section, yeah. I think all of them have, like, one section like this, where, like, you play kind of a defenseless... Oh, you mean the part that made you, like, feel creeped out? Yeah, the only part I got creeped out in Village is when you are in that, like, house with that, like, slug that, like, follows you through the hallway. I don't even like, I'm really bad at, like, remembering the game terminologies. But yeah, this is, in my opinion, this was the only part of the game where I was genuinely, like, scared. Like, my heart rate went up. This is the only part of the game that probably did that for me. The creepy baby. You said that like 3 times. I don't know what the creepy baby is. The creepy, like, children in the, like, daycare? The baby. Chunk? Chunk's not scary. Show me the picture if you want. Yeah, you're on camera, yeah. Carly keeps asking if the baby scared me, but I don't know which baby she's talking. I think she might be talking about Chunk.
Please open.
What's up? Oh.
What do you mean?
That's not... Oh, that's from... But that's not from this game.
You just said from Village.
Oh, from Village. Yeah. From Village, it's the baby. That's the... Yeah. I thought you were talking about this game the other day when you said, oh, they were playing it, and there was, like, a baby, and I hadn't finished the game yet. Oh. The scary woman is in 8. Village. Lady D. In this one, she's a girl, actually. She's not a woman. She's, I believe she is a clone that went wrong. And she is very tall, but she's technically the girl, yeah. And she's technically blind. The big slug baby, yeah, it's from Village. That's what the only part that scared me in Village. Carly remembered it. And then in this game, this was the only part that scared me the first time I played it. But now, the second time, I am a big boy now. I'm not even a little bit scared that what's coming around this corner is 2 small, bald children with red eyes that are going to wait for me and turn around when they see me. Ah! The part that I'm a little confused about is you wait under this table, and then they never come through the door to find you. You're just supposed to wait here. I'm just going to wait till 10 seconds goes by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I think you're just supposed to go and they've disappeared. I never really understood what, like, set off this, like, checkpoint correctly. I'm sure people have already people have speedrun this game in under 2 hours, which is insane. So here we have to grab the hatch key, and then we have to just wait for them to move out of the way. This is like a weird unskippable cutscene style thing. So we're gonna make noise. We're gonna grab the keys off the ground. And then we're gonna hide here, and then we just have to wait a while. I think? Where are the children? Are they not here? Oh, I think they only spawn when you try to move forward, eh? Yeah, I guess you have to walk forward to trigger them to spawn. So that's another, like, weird trigger for this chapter. I was amazing at Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 2 Remake, but not this game, apparently. Why do you say that? In terms of getting scared, or in terms of, like, how easily you beat the game? This game is just longer. Like, Resident Evil Village, everyone could beat in under 2 hours. But this game, I feel like it's more of a 3+ hour game, even if you know a lot of the shortcuts. Yeah, just the speedrun. What, did you not get it on your first try? Is that what you mean? Or what? I feel like at this part I can sprint, but we're just going to take our time. I don't want to have to redo all that section. That would be really, really annoying. It's fun to play this game without worrying about collectibles. Like, I was so stressed about missing collectibles my first time through. It almost made it unenjoyable.
Please just be a bad dream. Why did they?
It's crazy how many mistakes I made in the first, like, 30 minutes we played. But since then, everything else is more fresh in the memory. I wish you could run a little bit faster. In through the door, activate the switch. Let's go get the fire poker, and then that'll get us off the ladder. Then I think, yeah, then there's like a small hallway, and then we, I think, go back to Leon inside of the RPD, and we can leave through the back of the RPD. I feel like this section's a lot longer than my memory, like, planned it for, you know what I mean? Like, I thought the orphanage all the way to, like, getting into Ark was going to be like 20 minutes, but I think it's like probably closer to almost an hour. Maybe 50 minutes or something. I just started Ark at 3 hours exactly. You mean like Ark with Leon, not Ark with the, like, right now, right? I failed my first speedrun by 18 minutes. Yeah. That's rough, dude. Sorry to hear that. Ark with Leon, you did in 3 hours. So if right now I'm at 2.5 hours, I think in 30 minutes I'll be at Ark. How long did Ark take you? 30 minutes? What was your final time, Jimmy? Probably what, 3 hours 30, 3 hours 35, something like that.
What is this place?
Let me know. Just curious as to like how tight it was for you at the end there. $3:32, yeah. So 30 minutes after getting to Ark with Leon. Fair enough. Here's a question for you. Did you play Ark mostly like a stealth, or did you play it like very aggressively?
I just sent you the coordinates.
I don't have time to deal with this.
I don't think you can kill this guy, right? Can I stun him with a Requiem shot or not really? I guess I don't even want to stun him because then it's just going to take him longer to get where I need him to go. So we need to trigger him in this next room here. And we just need to do a big loop. Elite soldiers are annoying. What about all the like lickers and the blind dudes? Did you sneak past them or did you shoot at them? The lickers and the blind guys. What did you do for them? Did you use the acid or did you... I can't believe they did this. This whole like RPD section's like 5 minutes long, and they put so much work into it. Like, good for them, I guess. But
Not sure.
I'm gonna make a manual save. I'm pretty happy with how I did the orphanage and how I did the RPD station. We're gonna put it one slot down as a just in case. That did take us about 15 minutes, so we are now leaving the RPD with 2 hours 35 minutes. Let's quickly check our supply box. We do have a little bit here. And then we can grab handgun ammo, shotgun ammo. We're going to take machine gun ammo, rifle ammo. I'm going to make sure I don't have any medical injectors in my inventory. Discard. And then I'm going to go to the crafting menu. And I cannot make any shotgun shells because I don't have any crafting parts. Let me just reload all my guns, so I don't have to do it later. And now I'm ready to leave, and I'm going to make another save here. It's good to just clean up your inventory, so it's not something you have to worry about later. 2 hours, 35 minutes, exiting the RPD station. Molotovs and acid. Okay, fair enough. I think you're supposed to sneak through like a lot of them, but it is what it is. So for this boss, I wish I had... Where's my RPG? Do I just get one shot for the whole fucking game?
It hasn't changed.
Just want to check for ammo really quick. I guess not. Do I really only get one RPG for the whole game? That's crazy. I guess I could have just gotten ready here. I'm going to check if I can... I can't buy an RPG either. Dude, you get one RPG for the whole game, and I wasted it on such a useless enemy. All right, now we're going to be fighting the Tyrant dude. I'm going to actually get rid of the medical injector I just grabbed so I don't accidentally use it. And then we're going to triple check that I haven't accidentally used. All right, there we go. So I'm going to try to use the Requiem. I don't know if this is one of those bosses where like doing a lot of damage is exceptionally helpful. Based on how many Requiem shots I've used, I would have expected him to be dead already. I wonder if this is one of those bosses where he just needs to go through phases. It doesn't matter how much damage you do. Definitely gonna go to bed. I'm gonna get 1 million this year, dude. That's gonna be epic. Ow. This guy's taking so much more damage than I expected him to, considering how many Requiem shots I used at the very beginning of that fight.
I'll stop you as many times as I have to.
I'm kind of upset now about how many Requiem shots I used. Like, I used 5 bullets, and then I still needed to use so many more bullets. But it's fine. We're gonna now loot the area. And we are off to the undergrounds, the train, and then the underground section. And then I think we're in Ark. In, like, good time. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Liam. I appreciate it. Hope you had a good time tonight. You can catch the VOD either on Twitch tomorrow, or it'll be on my YouTube channel edited up with some of the mistakes I made earlier edited out. I wonder if that enemy dies in one hit if you use the RPG. That would be interesting to know.
I'm at the orphanage, Sherry. There's not much left of it. Heading underground to look for Grizz.
Understood.
Not this way through the tunnel. Where do I go? I should probably be spending some of my supply points on like pistol and shotgun upgrades, but it's not a huge deal, I don't think. I don't know. At least on this difficulty, it seems to make no difference at all. Oh, I was supposed to go through there. Nope. Where am I going? Where do I go? I guess I'm supposed to go down the steps and then where? To the right. Oh. It's fine. It's not a huge deal. Alright, now we're in the train. Then we rappel. No ammo to grab. So we're about, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes away from Ark right now. We're almost 3 hours into the stream, but a lot less. Just because of the break and the intro and stuff that I edited out. All right. Oh, it's a lot of hits with the pistol. We might have to use the shoddy for the flowers, so we don't. I mean, that's just so much ammo wasted for nothing. We have 20 shotgun shells, which is fine.
BSA left something behind.
All right, rappelling into the abyss. It's exciting to know that these achievements are going to unlock at the end of this run. Even though there's like a couple of segments in this game that are maybe a little, I don't know, less enthralling. We're gonna just use our shotgun here on the flowers.
The perfect place to hide something.
One on the wall up here. Yeah, one hit shoddy. Can maybe get the briefcase down. I don't know what we'll get. A herb. That's like the worst case scenario. Supply box. Let me check the supply box. Let me see if I can get some pistol upgrades or something. Muzzle. Bullet penetration. I don't need that. More ammo means less reloading. Let's get that. And then reload speed. Ooh, I don't mind that. And then for the police shotgun, we can do ammo capacity and ammo capacity and ammo capacity. And now our shotgun can hold 8 bullets at once. That's going to be helpful for us. Ow. Not ideal how much damage I'm taking, but it is what it is.
This file's really evident for me.
One rifle shot is enough there. Green herb, we have to skip. Let's get a reload on our pistol. Oh, there's a boss here. I totally forgot about the boss. So we're gonna maybe use some of the machine gun ammo here, maybe.
Killed every planet you ever had.
I think I'm supposed to parry those. I'm definitely supposed to parry those. I missed my parry on that. The machine gun there seems pretty like a great idea. We've barely used any machine gun ammo, so we just had a ton there, and then just spraying. Like, that went really fast, I thought. All right, we reached Arc with Leon, and our timer is as follows: 2 hours 46 minutes, which means we are probably on pace for like 320. Still haven't used a med injector or a blood collector. And I don't plan on doing it anytime soon. With Leon, I'm definitely going to be very aggressive. But with Grace, I'm going to see if I sneak around a bit or use Molotovs or what I plan on doing with Grace. We'll see. I'm going to quickly sharpen up my blade. And I am going to get a manual save for the Arc for the last 30 minutes of the game right here. In this room, right? Is there not a manual save in this room somewhere? I must be misremembering. There's a supply box, but not a manual save location. That's okay. We'll get body armor repair. We'll get shotgun shells. We'll just get all ammo that we can, just so we don't have to think about ammo as much. And that's pretty helpful. I guess no save location. It is what it is. Mr. Raccoon, right there. Make sure you grab that. Okay, I think we're gonna get a bunch of guys to spawn right now. I'm wondering if I can maybe get them with a nade. I don't think I was fast enough on that nade, unfortunately. It's so weird. That guy had a shotgun, and then he shot me, and then I killed him, and he gave me machine gun ammo. I think that's everyone in the room. I think I'm going to be using my machine gun just because that's what the ammo type they're giving me is. I guess not. This room is not great for that. I don't like how much damage I took there, but it is what it is. Med injector, I'm just going to throw away right away so I don't accidentally use it. Where'd it go? There it is. Discard. I thought I'd be using a lot of my shotgun, which is why I upgraded it so much, and I forgot a lot of the battles here are kind of like more mid-range. Also, I hate in this section you can get shot through the catwalk, which is fucking bullshit. Where's the guy? How did that... My gun just stopped firing. That was crazy. It is what it is. I have a med injector. We're going to toss that out. Don't want to accidentally pop it instead of parrying, like always. That wasn't my finest work, but it's okay. I can make my way back to here and redo my armor. And then here, gunpowder. Keep finding gunpowder, but not any scrap. I think here I'm supposed to go to the left. Nope, to the right, I guess.
Do not leave the designated areas without authorization. The recording and transmitting of information is strictly prohibited.
I heard you were a smart ass.
I think for this boss battle, you are maybe supposed to melee him. But I'm just going to see if I can beat him. This is one thing I forgot about, this whole boss battle.
Not bad for someone at death's door.
How sweet.
Like, is he blocking? I can't tell if he's chunking that or not. Alright, I think you're supposed to parry and then melee him. How did he get that second one off? Am I doing this wrong? Dies from one RPG? Yeah, all the melee dudes always die from one RPG, eh? I imagine on, like, Insanity difficulty, it's pretty easy. Let me just get up. What? I do not remember this being so difficult on my first try. I feel like I did this in 3 minutes on my first try. Am I bad at video games? That took way longer than I remember it taking on my first try. I feel like I button mashed my way through that on the first try, which is a little unfortunate. We'll pick up the Mortal Edge, and then we'll quickly loot the room. Oh, I guess it's just going to be, it's probably going to be medical injectors.
That's quite the compliment.
Yeah, I don't want medical injectors. I burned so much ammo. I think he was blocking all of those the whole time. What's your time at? Oh no, I'm more than okay. My time, I'm at the end of the Leon arc part, I'm under 3 hours. I'm fine. It's not about my time. I was just surprised, that's all. Alright, we're spawning as Grace with Leon outside of Arc, and our timer is at 2 hours, 55 minutes, 0 medical, 0 bloods. We're good on time. Yeah. We're like 30, 40 minutes ahead of schedule. That's not what I was concerned. I was just surprised that boss was not dying.
Once I go down, there's no getting back up.
This part, again, I'm still wondering, like, do I go aggressive with Grace, or do I play it like more stealthily? I don't really know what the right answer is. I guess I'm supposed to be using, I have like a lot of Molotov cocktails, I think. I don't think I can craft anything though with her because I don't have recipes and I don't have any blood. So this isn't going to work. I need a key. So we're going to go grab the key.
Key required for reactivation.
If I remember correctly, I'll actually double check. Empty bottle might be useful. We actually don't have access to our Requiem. It got taken from us at the end of that last section. Here we are going to not take the blood collector, and we are going to make a new save slot. We're going to do it, I don't know, from earlier today. Just kind of a random one. We only have about 20 minutes left in the game. I'd rather not make a big mistake and have to like go back more than I have to. I think I am going to look in the safe here because I think it has empty bottle. So the safe code here is this the sterilization? Yeah, it is. All right. I'm hoping there's something useful in here. So the code safe is this one is right 10, left 90, right 20. I think it's just going to be like a glass bottle in here. That's fine. I'll take it. Molotov. No, Molotov's actually better. Then we go through here and around the corner. And I kind of forget what I'm supposed to do. This links us back to where we need to go. And then here, I need a key, but I don't have this key. So then I go this way. Oh. Brother? Stop! That hurts! Really? Dude, the Molotov cocktail did like nothing. Alright, here I'm just going to kind of run past enemies for a while. I think I'm going to be okay. I'm going to go quick grab the save. I think I might have made a mistake here, but it's not a huge deal.
All right.
Another lab section in a Resident Evil game? No way. A Resident Evil game with a lab section? Are you okay? I'm just going to hope I can get through this guy. Should I throw a glass bottle? Just like in the corner? So I think that might be helpful, the glass bottles. I have so many of them. I really hope I brought the key to the right location. Yep. And then, how do we get where we're going?
All right,
Head to the central refining system. Where's that? Where do I go? Oh, okay, I grab this.
Nice.
Now I have the magnetic key. Now I know where... I think I know... I remember where to go now. Now I got the two balls. The two glass balls. Balls. I don't know if it's worth wasting all the glass on this one dude, but it's fine. I don't want to deal with him. I'll come back later if I need to. We're going to grab the save because why not? That was a very easy section. Did he follow me into this room? He followed me into this room. That's really bad luck. That sucks. He's right behind me, isn't he? Oh, he's right behind me, isn't he?
Storage sector. Rebooting AI control center. Noah.
Alright, we're going through the ante-room for one of the balls. One of the balls, I think, is in that room all the way across from here. I hope I'm not making any mistakes. There's a hip pouch upgrade, but I'm not even going to take it. I'm not going to waste my time on it. It didn't die? I thought the... I thought the acid bottle was like a one-hit kill. It killed that guy in one hit. This is not great. I'm gonna just try to maybe sprint through this section for a bit. Probably not great advice, but I just want to see if it's possible.
AI Control Center. Noah. Reboot failure. No response.
All right, we grabbed one of the balls.
Protocol inactive. Containment protocol.
And now that I'm up here, I might be able to just stay quiet. Like if I throw a bottle over here. I just realized I threw it where I need to go. Can you move? Yeah, I think it's better to run this stealth than to try to just waste all of Grace's ammo, unfortunately. I really don't want to waste a Molotov on this guy. There's gonna be a dude around the corner to my right. I hope he just ignores me, though. Where am I even going? I gotta drop down, right? Are they gonna crack through the glass when they see me here? Yep. That was a dumb idiot waste. I thought they, I don't know why, my like regular gamer brain kicked in and I'm like, they see me. Where I just had to not do anything and then I would have been good. All right, we got one of the two balls on our way back. I'm going to check this room for maybe for ammo. There's a safe in here, right? As well as a crafting recipe for acid, which isn't particularly helpful because I used all my empty glasses. And then the solution for this case is left 50, right 60, left 80. I feel like I don't remember this one. I don't know what's in here, but all right. These are actually very useful. And let's see if I can craft more acid. Which will be at the bottom. I can't craft acid because, oh, for acid you need fucking blood anyways. So it's a useless... I thought acid was going to be like an empty bottle and like something else, you know? Okay, we're going to place one ball into the room here. And then I'm going to find the other ball. So I have one of the two balls done. I am inside of Arc. And my time is 3 hours and 5 minutes. And we're still on pace for no other problems. I know this part of the game can be really tough because of how many enemies are going to be in this room with me. But I'm hoping I can maybe throw a Molotov and just sneak out. We'll see. I feel like he might have seen me. I'm just hoping I can get out of here without too many enemies. I feel like there's a lockdown or something, right? Yeah. Alright, so they all got mollied. I'm just going to try to sprint out of here. It's working. Alright, we used a Molotov. We're now going to put both balls into the machine, and then we have a Leon section, and the game's done. We're like 10 minutes out from winning. Alright, another save slot. We are about to place 2 balls into the door. 3 hours, 7 minutes. I'm going to make the save slot exactly where it was before. And then I think the rest of the game is just the Leon section and then a cutscene at the end, right? So yeah, I think we have like 10 minutes left. I don't remember much of the Leon section. I feel like... I don't remember much of the Leon section, to be honest. I forget like what my goal is. I know that it ends in the boss battle, but I don't really remember where, like, what I'm looking for in here. I think we're just going to go aggro because we have like 25 shotgun bullets. I'm not really worried about...
System log. Surveillance. Failure. Detected.
I don't even know if I need to loot anymore at all. I probably don't. Let's just... It'd be nice to have some extra ammo at the end of the game for the final boss. I think in this room I can double check my supply box.
Oh, shit.
Which I will do for armor. I don't want to just get stun locked and then just chunk damage right away. Body armor repair, and we're going to do shotgun shells. We're going to take machine gun ammo for the final boss. And then I think we're okay. I feel like the end of the game is a lot of like inventory managing more so than like actually fighting stuff. Maybe I'm wrong.
Security threat detected. Elevator shut down. In effect. Override key authorization.
Oh, this is where the thing happens. That's why there's all the explosives in the room. Oh, we get a key and then we defend, right? Where's the key? I kind of forget. I forget like most of this part of the game, to be honest. It's not in here. I don't know how to open that, but I am going to have to open that, right? I remember all this. Oh, they take a lot of hits. If I remember this correctly, I just stood up here and like sniped them all. The sniping plan didn't really work. Throw away my med injector. That would be a catastrophe if I use that by accident right now. There's a dude that's like somewhere on me. Another med injector. Six rifle shots does not seem like a good deal. I think we will stick to shotgun. We're going to do a quick little loop here just to see if we can grab some ammo. It is what it is. At this point, we're just trying to get through it. There's one more enemy in this next room, and then I think it might just be like then that little like defend section in front of the little elevator thing. Not ideal, but we will regen our health back to where we started this section anyways. on this difficulty. We burned through so much shotgun ammo. But luckily we don't need shotgun ammo for the final boss. Which I guess that's kind of my like hopes and dreams, is that we can just like maybe, I don't know, machine gun through the final boss fight. Hand grenade. I don't think that's going to be useful for us. I don't know why they put a hand grenade in this room. Oh, I guess it's for the next room. That's weird game design. They just put stuff you're going to need, like, right before you're going to need it. Hey, you're probably going to need a grenade in the next room. Luckily, oh, I only have one grenade. I have 2 Requiem shots, though, but I don't know if they're going to be useful against anything we have coming up. I'm going to make the ruckus now. Yeah, it doesn't let me ride the elevator right away, right? You have to, like, beat all these guys.
Not done yet.
Did I actually lose? I lost. All right, let's load our last save, which is, like, 1 minute ago. I just need to be parrying a little bit more. Yeah, I need to parry.
Warning, autoclave compromised. Pod lockdown unavailable. Memory corrupt. Self-repair functionality offline. Airflow monitor warning. Pod lockdown unavailable.
Yeah. Let's get this over with.
I think I can pretty much use all my shotgun ammo now.
The elevator will arrive shortly. The elevator has arrived.
Wow. That was actually a tough section. I think all we have left now is the final boss battle. Final boss battle left with 3 hours, 15 minutes.
Almost a
need some water. All right, little cutscene action here, I think.
I need to hurry.
I don't think I do anything with Grace in this section other than walk there, right?
This is finally my chance to do something.
By the way, for this achievement to work, you do have to select the correct option at the end of the game. If you select the wrong one, it's fine. You just like reload your last checkpoint and try again. But you do have to beat the final boss. And to play against the final boss, you have to select release in this section here.
Leon! Leon!
I don't really have any tips for the final boss other than let's do a lot of damage. So here we have to release, which is the right trigger. Roll record pace. I mean, 3 hours and 15 minutes right now is not bad with a 5-minute boss battle left. We're going to be sub 330, brother. If only I could get an Expedition Hollow for sub 330. Am I right, Chris?
This is it.
Spencer's vision lives through me. I will see that it is brought to fruition.
And how many more will have to die for that vision?
Dude, I parried that. I didn't parry that. I'm just bad.
Sacrifices must be made. In the grand scheme.
Not to me. I swore that I'd always protect those lives.
I'm going to throw away the med injector I just picked up. I just know my luck, and I'm going to use it while trying to parry like I've been saying all game. Alright, I should be able to parry this. You can't parry that, I guess. So I didn't get the RPG, which is not good. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to stunlock the RPG out of him. Yeah, you can't actually parry that. All right, we got out of phase 1 barely. All right, we got another parry. I do not like how little ammo we have. I parried that. This assault rifle seems really good against this boss. I parried! That's crazy. I parried that too. I parried that as well. I'm missing all the... Can you not parry if you're aimed down sight? Is that what it is? Oh, can I not parry because my knife isn't sharp? It's something. I mean, either way, we beat the game, but there was something about that boss that I didn't understand mechanically. It was either I was not parrying because my knife wasn't sharp or because I was aimed down sight, but like none of my parries were going in correctly. All right, here we go. It's going to be 3 hours and 30-ish minutes. 3 achievements at the very least unlock right now. Let's just wait for all the cutscenes to go through. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes, but here come our achievements. Get your Maca 91 rare, Maca 91 trophies ready. And 322.16. Never touch the stuff. 100 gamer score. No herbs or med injectors. Next one is Minimalist. 4.21% rare achievement for not using the blood collector. And then the speedrun achievement is called Speed Demon for beating the game in under 4 hours. 3 hours and 22 minutes is less than 4 hours. We also got 90,000 challenge points, which should allow us now to buy a bunch of upgrades for the Insanity run. So I think for the Insanity run, you would go and you would buy infinite ammo, infinite ammo on RPG. And I think these two alone will get you through your Insanity run relatively easily, if I'm not mistaken. If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. We're going to end the clip right now. Hope you enjoyed the guide for what it was, despite all my little mistakes. It was fun. It was fun to get a bunch of the achievements out of the way. All I have left, by the way, is basically just to complete the game on Insanity. All the other stuff would unlock while I do that. So we are at 830 out of 1,000, which isn't bad. Probably a pretty good TA ratio on that as the game's pretty new. Thank you so much for watching. Hope it was helpful. And I'll see you next one.